Welcome to Hoodoo TV, everyone. It is a grand week. It is the week before the last Wednesday before we are going to be doing our Christmas. This is the last. Name is Hoosier, and I thank everybody for joining on. It's a good day. Check me out on Twitter, whatnot. Make sure you subscribe into this video, this channel we got here, so you can check out some of the new things that we have launching. Hopefully, new things coming out all the time. We're also on Patreon right now. Shout out to our new Patreon, Josh Rathburn. He is also Give Valiant, one of the members, and but we want to give a shout out to that. But thanks for Patreon. We're going to start doing the Who Did What awards. And we're getting out nominations, so get onto that so you can nominate for the awards, and we can pick the winners and go from there and keep going, seeing what's happening. So thanks for that. One of the things that I'm going to do right away is talk a little bit about some of the news. I think it was actually last Wednesday or the Wednesday before last, Valiant announced their news of the Valiant Breakthrough. So this is what's starting in March, April, May, and July. So they announced a number of books going to be hitting the bookshelves coming out then. The one I'm easily the most excited for is Joshua Dysart with Cafu, Miko Suyon, Luis LaRosa, and that is The Life and Death of Toyo Harada. Joshua was the one who started Harbinger 2012. Not started it, but he re-released it when Valiant came back out with Dinesh in 2012. And he did a great run on that. And then Imperium was in another amazing run of books. And now he's getting it with this Life and Death of Toyo. Excited for this because of, a number of things. The first part, that this is, I believe, an 8-part series or 6-part series. It's longer than your normal 4 in and out miniseries. So it's given him time to develop this story and go from a different direction. So pumped up for that. Moving on to the next month after that, Cullen Bunn and Adam Gorham is doing Punk Mambo. People have wanted Punk Mambo, especially Valiant, long time. I think he's the only publisher Valiant's had. Fred Pierce loves Punk Mambo, and this is probably just a love letter for him on getting this. And Cullen Bunn, he does dark really well. Hit or miss. People have said they loved his stories. People have said all kinds of different things. And Cullen is doing some great stuff throughout a bunch of different publishers. He does a lot of books, and he sells a lot of books. And then Adam Gorham, he's done some great work. He did, the Fall of Blood, or the Bloodshot Dead Drop, Valiant Dead Drop. And that was a great art book. The art in that book was really good. So who's to see what he's going to do with the dead side and getting a little Punk Mambo in there. Everybody's been asking for 4002, and 4002 is coming with Fallen World. This is with Dan Abnett, and he's done Guardians of the Galaxy, and we're getting Adam Polina on the art here. Another 5-issue mini-series here, so it's not just a long one. And then back to that Punk Mambo, that's 5 issues as well. So it's not just that 4-issue or anything like that. But we're getting 4002 Rye. It was also recently announced that Dan Abnett is going to be doing like a prelude story to come out on the Free Comic Book Day. And that is one of the cool news too, is they also got Tim Seeley to do a Bloodshot story as well, to come out on that. So Tim Seeley has done some amazing books. I'm reading one of his current ones, or one of his old books, The Revival. And then he's done lots of things, like a lot of Nightwing with DC. Fallen World is another one. And then we get B. Clay Moore. He's joining arts with Fernando Dagiano, who did Suicide Squad, for another Ninja K type of story going on. Ninja K, Ninja R, just bringing out more of them. Looks like we got Snake Eyes in there a little bit as one of the characters to go against Ninja K. B. Clay Moore, Savage. That's what he's came out with, Savage. I know that's one of the ones we've all been wanting, is a Savage, and I am hoping that we get some Savage too. Maybe there's some weird tie-in where the Ninja program crosses paths with this crazy kid who winds up in New York City or wherever he was at the end of Savage, the first shot. But B. Claymore, he's done some great work. And then we're continuing with what Christos Gage did with Ninja K, coming out right away. I like that they're giving it some months to kind of settle down, but they're not letting it sit on the shelves too long. Still some characters on the shelves that I know I would like to see come out soon. I want to see some Harbingers out. You know what I mean? I want to see our Archer and Armstrongs, and I'm hoping we're getting some more out. I know they posted a whiteboard message that left a bunch of people like, what's coming out soon? What's going to be the next book that comes out? Just look like a bunch of gibberish. But maybe there is some truth to there. Maybe we'll see what happens with a lot of the Valiant books coming out. Make sure you guys are telling me what you're pulling on your pull list. I want to know what you guys are pulling. Some of the best things come from you guys. Put that in the chat over here so we could talk about the chats that are coming out from you. But pull in your pull list so we can see what's happening and go from there. And let me know what you guys are reading. Always cool to know what you guys are reading and seeing what's up. I'm going to start off with our first Trade Wait No More item, and that is the hardcover of Baby Teeth. This is Aftershock with Donny Cates and Gary Brown. Gary Brown's a great artist. You remember we did the Black Road trade that we loved of his. He's done quite a bit of art. And this has been a very well received book all the way around. Outside of it's a hot book. Donny Cates is one of the biggest writers going out right now, and the Volume 1 hardcover is hitting the shelves. I know I personally like getting the hardcovers. I like collect those. They look good on a shelf, and maybe could do some videos on some of the hardcovers I've been getting lately. But yeah, hardcovers are probably one of my favorite things to collect myself, and kind of going from there. Then we'll get into DC. DC's got another book out right now. This one is the Freedom Fighters #1. So this is taking place on Earth X, where the Nazis had won World War II. It's 20 years later, and they're invading and occupying America. Germany wiped out all the metahuman resistance, including the original Freedom Fighters. So now we're fast forwarding the present day, and they're getting back together a troop, trying to get Uncle Sam to take place to help this new part out. It's a 12-part series, and it's called Death of a Nation. So some freedom fighters there to get into a #1 with DC to get started on a new series. Marvel's got a Christmas book out, and this is Season Beatings. So this Season Beatings is covering a bunch of different titles and a bunch of different characters, and it's all about saving Christmas. So they're getting in the holiday spirit over at Marvel, and I like that they're doing that. It's kind of cool to get a seasonal book like that from time to time. Remember last year the Valiant had Faith in Winter Wonderland with I believe it was MJ Kim who did that. But we're getting a little Season Beating. Looks like Deadpool. We got some good characters in there to kind of get from that. One of the things we love to do on Wednesdays is take a look into one of our, one of my favorite creators. He's done some amazing stories, amazing tales, and that is the Library of Lemire, Jeff Lemire. He's got Bloodshot Salvation Volume 3 coming out, so there's that trade for that. But mainly, the book that we've been loving and a lot of people around here have been enjoying is Gideon Falls. This is Gideon Falls #9. It's part 3. And then it's just getting deeper and deeper into this madness of what Norton's getting into. Father Fred has some visitors. It's just a deep, dark story that Lemire's telling, and it makes it pretty awesome. So yeah, go support former Valiant creator Jeff Lemire and what he continues to put out there with Image to eventually be a Hivemind book or Hivemind story, a Hivemind TV show. That's something we'll talk at the end of this episode. We got some stuff coming out about some of the TV shows, comic book adaptations that are set to come out soon. So hold up for that towards the end of the show, and we'll get that out for you. And again, on to another one, and this is part 1 of this. This is Kent's Creations. Kent's Creations, he's got his Black Badges coming out again. Black Badge #5. Summer's over, and the Badges return to school. They're trying to maintain their cover as everyday children, and they get a little glimpse into their everyday life. This concept is just continuing to be really cool. I love Jenkins' art. very sketch style with watercolors, very similar to Matt Kent's art actually. It's just been working really well. I love the story. They continue to do some pretty cool stuff week in and week out for that. This is a book I really enjoy, and this is Midwest #2 with Skottie Young and George. I forget George's last name. I apologize. But this is a cool story about a young man, Abel, and he's got this fox that goes with him that talks. And it's a very heartbreaking story if you read issue 1, which I highly recommend. It's one of those stories that you might hear me talk more about because I've loved issue 1. I've read #2 already, and I thought it was great. It's getting on this magical story tale with some real life kind of like heartstring connectors into this. I love what Skottie Young's doing. Skottie Young's doing some pretty good stuff lately. Midwest has been great. And then the next story that he does that I really enjoy is that Bully Wars. I like them. So far, those are some really good ones. And this one is building a really cool world. You should be watching this if you or reading this if you haven't gotten into 1 or 2. If you have gotten into 1 or 2, let me know what you're thinking about it. But it is one that I like. Next up, we have, which camera am I at right now? Sorry about that, guys. Is Bloodshot Rising Spirit #2. #1 came out last month. It's been mixed reviews. It's got a second print, but #2's coming out, and we get a little bit more stability on the art here. We're getting a little bit more of the story, a little bit of the same, but more of the story. And the art is looking way better in this, and I think we're getting a better picture of where it's going. #1 seemed a little scattered. #2 is getting in line to kind of get right the ship here. And so #2 was pretty good, and I think everybody will enjoy that loves our Valiant characters. I said we're going to have some more Matt Kent, and here we go with Matt Kent in the X-O Manowar #22. This is the end of the Agent arc with Juan Jose Rip doing the art. And this has so much tie-ins with the Divinity characters, and it's just kind of like a love story for Valiant fans that like seeing their worlds kind of meet and where they come. And we're getting in some X-O 22, the end of the Agent arc. The longest running Valiant book right now, currently. X-O is still one of the top selling books for Valiant. And I think if we want long runs, we need to continue to support it. And as long as Matt keeps putting out good stories, this is what he's enjoying doing. He likes doing this because he said he otherwise would not be writing creator-owned or other IPs. He would be doing only creator-owned. So I love that we're keeping him on him, and I hope that we continue to keep Matt on more books because Matt is a great creator. Valiant is launching #1 of Livewire. Livewire is getting her first individual series here, guys. She kicked butt in almost everything she's done. I mean, she's one of the head of the Unity. She was Toyo's, right-hand man for a long time. And then she did great with Secret Weapons. She recently got done with Harbinger Wars 2, where things went astray, and she has now become one of the villains in the world, one of the most wanted people. But yet she's reconnecting with her Secret Weapons, the Secret Weapons crew, Nikki and Ave and Owen, and she's trying to, kind of mend some things that have happened. And this is getting on Vita Ayala and Vita's first time with Valiant, and Vita's first time touching with ongoing with Livewire. And so far so good. People are going to enjoy it because we got that same art team from Secret Weapons. So that is kind of a spectacular thing when you have just that all-star team that has been there from the beginning. Raul Allen, Patricia Martin. I think they continue to do well. And then that glass cover that's also glow in the dark should be pretty hot. A lot of people should be enjoying that a lot. So Livewire #1, awesome book to go check out, guys. This one is going to be my call out of the week. The one I like, the one that I think is going to, I don't know, it's a great story if you're into the action. Has a little nanotechnology for those who love Bloodshot so much. And this is Hardcore, Andy Diggle, and Alejandro Vitti on the art. Sorry if I said his name wrong. But this art looks amazing in this story. The story concept is created by Robert Kirkman and Mark Silvestri. We're kind of the two creators on this, and then Andy's taking the story, which is really cool. A cool concept of this nanotechnology, and they have human drone pilots that basically will have nanotechnology in people, and this guy will be able to activate and work through that person like a drone, and he is overtaking people and getting into places that he wouldn't otherwise be, because they're doing it in a way that's pretty interesting. A cool story, again, great art, cool concept. You will enjoy this, guys. I loved issue number 1. It comes out tomorrow. It is one that I think that'll probably be out for a while. I think it's a cool, like I said, I think it's a great concept, and knowing that it's originally a Kirkman story type of thing, I wouldn't be surprised if, 2-3 years from now, we know that this is going to come out as a movie or something, because it does have that feel of it from the very beginning of reading it. So one that I would call out and say take a look at. So I got this list here, guys. Wanted to kind of go over, and again, in the comments below or in the comments live chat, make sure you type in what books you're reading, what kind of stuff you're getting into. Let us know. Kind of want to see what kind of books you guys are into. And then I was saying, I got this list here of current TV shows that are comic books right now. And there's a lot of them. I mean, we got season 1 of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We got Titans out, season 1. But also got some of the stuff that's coming out next year and coming up really soon. Like The Runaways starts on the 21st, season 2. Then we got 2019. Gotham, the final season of Gotham comes out January 3rd. Young Justice Outsiders is finally coming back on 3rd season. This is on DC Universe. One I'm probably the most excited for is Deadly Class Season 1, January 16th. They're posting that they're putting out a lot of marketing on this, on billboards, on the video billboards in Times Square, on buses. It is everywhere. I kind of feel like you guys should get on getting this comic book if you haven't already. The first issue is still available. You can still find a lot of them out there. And you might be able to pick up on something really good, because I feel like this is going to be like the next Walking Dead type of story as far as on a TV show and what it can be, because they're putting it out there. Netflix is coming out with Umbrella Academy. I believe Umbrella Academy is by Dark Horse. Forgive me if I'm wrong. But that's season 1 with Netflix doing that. And then Cannon Busters, not familiar with that one. That's also in Netflix. Unspecified for 2019, so they don't have release dates just yet, but I know Punisher's coming out really soon, season 2. We got The Watchmen coming out on HBO. Doom Patrol on DC Universe. Fear the Walking Dead is coming back out. Swamp Thing is DC Universe. Harley Quinn, DC Universe. Stargirl, DC Universe. Rise of more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Agent Shield's coming back. I don't have a release date, but I did notice in some of the previews in March, the omnibus for The Boys is coming out, and it has said that it says the show now on Amazon, and this is coming out on March, so that leads me to believe March we're going to be getting The Boys. Is going to be a new TV show, maybe in February, but really soon The Boys will be out. If you guys know me, you know I'm excited for that. Going down, maybe even further down the road, we have some of these other ones. Let me see if any damage control with Pilot, Snowpiercer with TNT, Happy Season 2, Why the Last Man on FX. That is a great story. Also in development, Preacher, the next season of Preacher, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Titan Season 2, Astro City. There's been a bunch of these on here. Briggsland. Gosh, guys, there's a lot of good stuff. Dr. Mirage is even on here. They're showing that with the CW. East of West is being it's in production or in development for Amazon Studios. East of West fans that have loved that. Essex County, CBC is coming out with that. Essex County. Gideon Falls with Hivemind. We've talked about that. Harrow County with Universal Cable Productions. Heartthrob Studio 8 is doing that. Invincible, Amazon, so another Kirkman. Let's see, Letter 44 on the Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi is really getting into the comic, and they're making a huge push for comic books. Lucifer is with Amazon. Mind Management. This is one I have talked to Matt Kent about, and he says it's in process. It is coming. Mind Management to a TV show coming out soon. The Pennyworth show is in they're doing casting. They even talk about Quantum and Woody here with TBS. I don't know if we've gotten that before, but news of what station it could be coming out, and that's TBS. Have talked to Todd McFarlane about this, about Sam and Twitch, and it's going to be on BBC America. Scalp with Warner Brothers, of course. I mean, Vertigo, I believe. Sin City is going to get a show. What else? Snowblind. That was a great one. That's Fox. And Southern Bastards on FX. And then a bunch of untitled Marvel shows. There's going to be a bunch of Marvel shows, untitled Marvel shows. Too many to kind of name all of them. Nailbiter, Thief of Thieves. Sweet Tooth would be a Hulu show. Black Hammer's connected with Legendary. Man, there's a lot to come out. Lots of TV shows to come out that are in the works. So I'm going to be recommending people pick up some of those. If you guys want to know more about those, if you guys want to talk more about those, make sure you put that in the comments below. I think we got some pretty awesome things to come out soon. As far as being a comic book fan, it's the best time to be one right now. So much out there. Yeah, go there, ingest it all, take what you like, get what you want, and kind of go from there. Do want to thank everybody for jumping on. Make sure you're checking us out at Twitter at Hoodoo TV, Facebook.com/Hoodoo TV. But take a look, especially those people that are checking us out at Patreon. Helps the show keep going, helps us keep doing production improvements. Try to do a better show each and every week. That's patreon.com/Hoodoo TV. And again, thanks to our new Patreon member, and that is Josh. Joshua, you're awesome, brother. And yeah, I'll chat with you really soon, man. Thank you a lot for that. And again, everybody, let us know what you're thinking. Put that in the comments below. Check out some of our other videos that'll be here after you watch this out, a live show. And make sure you're hitting that subscribe. Hit that picture of my face down there, and subscribe to this show. Thank everybody. And, you know, Tuesday is going to be Christmas. Maybe might just do a live show. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but might be doing a live show that day. Keep in touch. Follow me on Twitter. I'll give you guys some information there to let you guys know, and we can see kind of what happens from there. I want to thank everybody again for jumping on. Appreciate everybody. You guys rock. Have a happy holiday if I don't talk to you before then.